Now it's looking good. Open it up. Nou, waarom heeft de app nou weer probleem? Guys, I'm trying to get the Twitch app on my phone to work so I can see the chat. But somehow it's not connecting. So I have to go to the website and follow myself on my website. At least then I hopefully get to see the chat if someone of you says something. It would be nice to say something back. Okay, let's go back to the crime scene and talk to the dude. Which side was the dude on? Oh, the other side. Dude, let's talk. Why is there blood on your shoes?
Goodness, I don't know. Perhaps I stepped in it when I found her. I'm sure that must be it. I just don't remember that clearly. It's all a jumble.
We'd like to look at the back office. Can you open it?
I'm sorry, unless you have a warrant. I just can't allow you to go flinging your fingerprint powder around and spritzing your various sprays.
Okay, why is your fingerprint on the pedestal?
Why wouldn't it be? I'm a hands-on gallery owner. And as it happens, I showed that very piece earlier today to a prospective buyer. Wasn't anyone else's fingerprint on there?
No, just you, Mr. Ackerman. But that doesn't prove you took your own statue, just that you touched that pedestal.
Let's see, why did you threaten Mr. Milton on the answering machine? Yes, we heard that.
I wouldn't call it a threat. Patrick was well aware we had a client who was high-strung, and that if that artwork was late, there would be hell to pay. Well, why should I pay it?
Sounds like you were a little desperate to be paid.
You know that any business suffers occasional cash flow problems, but really, mentioning I might sue him was my way of lighting a fire under Patrick. He is a fussy perfectionist, and I know he could finish off that painting and even the sculpture by deadline if he just got on with it.
Did you loan your keys to Rachel?
Yes. Why? Is that a problem?
Why did you leave this out of the report?
Oh, well, frankly, I forgot all about that.
There were no keys on her body.
Well, I took them, actually. They were my property, after all, and I didn't see how they could be important. Nothing sinister about it, just an oversight, my failing to mention it. Surely you can understand I'm a bit flustered after all of this.
Can you please give us those keys?
Yes, I'm sorry, of course.
Guys and girls, I have no more questions for you. Let's go back to the lab and check that fingerprint. Fingerprints. Let's see, we found some fingerprints. Nope. Yep.
This key has Rachel's print on it, so it's possible she opened that locked office before she died. I wonder if our Hawk statue took flight back there.
Let's go to Brass and ask if he can get us into that office. Because there's something in that office that the dude is hiding or something. So let's see.
Once you get enough evidence, I'll hit up a judge.
It's not working? I can't. No, Brass doesn't want us. Did I forget something? Maybe we have to talk to the dude again. Hey, hello, good afternoon, I Henpai. Welcome, welcome. I know I said I wanted to stream this later on the day, but I wanted to play this game some more.
No, I'm sorry, not unless you have a warrant.
And I want to get a warrant, but my boss is not getting me the warrant. So what am I forgetting? Do I need something? Do I need to research something in the lab? Did I miss something? I only got the key of the dude and I got the fingerprints already. It's got a red mark, it says I'm done checking it. Ah, I wasn't ready with the...
Close. Try using a similar tool.
Those two look so alike. Always getting the wrong one. Now come on, grip me this one. Let's get a swap.
Rachel's blood on the keys means they were near her when she was attacked. Could the killer have used them too?
Ooh, the plot thickens. Okay. Let's get to the DNA. Let's see if it's indeed Rachel's blood, because they can say it is, but I haven't checked it yet. Semen from victim's body, blood on naked atom and shoe. Blood from the wall. Let's just check into the blood from the wall first. And I have to say, it really looks alike. So let's confirm this match.
Rachel's blood is on these keys. Ackerman must have taken them from the crime scene. But was it during or after the crime?
Ah, warrant available from Brass, it now says. Look, that's good news. Let's go to Brass. It's been so long since I played this game. I think I bought it when it was just out. Back in, what was it, 2006 or something? Yes, 2006. And I've played it, but I can't remember ever finishing it, so could be nice to finally finish it after all these years.
Okay. Looks like our Vic may have had access to the back office, and it's possible we may find our murder weapon back there. That's enough to get a search warrant.
Why won't it let me type in here? Niveau omhoog lopen, de chat. Ja, dat wil ik, maar dat doet het niet. Okay, we've got this new location, the gallery office, so let's go visit it now. That's the bird! Another bird! Okay, let's check out this office. My game has been saved.
You know, these scissors look nice and sharp, but not heavy enough to cause that spatter pattern.
We can't do anything with the documents. We can't do anything with this. I see nothing on there. Okay, we got some blood, guys. We got some blood. We can't test it until we're back at the station, but
It's possible our blunt force bird didn't fly far from the coop after
Hey,
all.
that's the missing piece
Let's see
from the
what
head.
Robbins has to say about this.
All the way around? Or not? Oh no. I have no idea if we're supposed to find something on this bird. I didn't get a detection thingy.
A good idea to be thorough, but nothing's there.
Check you fellow. Oh, thank you very much. I heard the sound, but because I'm watching on my phone for the chat. Normally I open the app and watch my own stream in the app so I can chat with you guys. But for some reason my app didn't want to work, so I'm watching through the website version, and it's not that good as the app for streaming stuff. Thank you very much for the follow. I'm very grateful for it. I'm still going through the stuff at this location to make sure I don't miss anything. What's that? Adhesive mount.
Something tells me this isn't baby powder. Let's run a narcotics test on it.
Ooh, we get to do a narcotics test. Cool.
A good idea to be thorough, but nothing's there.
No, nothing? Okay.
A good idea to be thorough, but nothing's there.
You're more than welcome. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Why can I zoom in on this and then not do anything?
A good idea to be thorough, but
Okay.
nothing's there.
I have no idea if there's anything more I have to find. I think I'm going to check with the morgue for that statue I found. You're trying to hit Efflet. I'm not really going for it, but it would be nice to have some extra options for my channel. I just started streaming last month, so I'm totally a big noob with it. Still learning every day. But it would be nice to be Efflet. I think it's a small crown on the effort you put in there. T1D, welcome! I was just answering the question of iHandPie if I tried to hit Efflet, and it's never been my first reason to stream, but it's nice welcome bit if I get there. How are you doing, T1? Let's see, could a hawk statue have caused the wound?
The fragment I found appears similar in color to the photograph, so the bird's bill might be consistent with the wound. But without the real thing, it's just a guess.
Does the eagle statue match the wound?
At first I thought it might, but the eagle's bill is much larger than whatever caused the actual puncture wound. This is definitely not the murder weapon.
Oh. Let's see, I know the feeling myself. I've just started up the streaming good out. Oh! If that's the case, when I'm done streaming, I will go to your channel and give you a sub as well. I know every little bit helps. And when you're streaming, if I'm around, I will always try to check it out for a bit. Even if it's just a few minutes. T1D, good to have the option. Oh yes, it's a very nice option. I'm great, thanks. Hope you could too. Yes, I'm doing very good. I know I said I wanted to play this game this evening, but it's too warm to be outside today. So I just am inside in the shade where it's not smothering hot, playing my game a bit. But if it's not the thing, maybe we have to go back to the art gallery. Maybe I missed something of the murder weapons. I don't want to ask him a hint. I still wonder what I can do here, but I can't click on anything. Oh wait.
A paper shredder.
It's
Look like he's got a fresh crop.
looks like we're getting a puzzle, guys. We're getting a paper puzzle. Yup. Let's see. I dropped you a follow too. I hand by. Oh, that's so cool. As I said, if I'm done with my stream, I'll go over and drop you a follow as well, Henpai. It's the least I can do. Oh, I see.
The safe is locked. Since it's too small to hold a murder weapon, our search warrant doesn't let us unlock it. We'll need a different warrant to get in here.
Okay, no safe. This I can't do anything with? Nope. This I already checked. This I can't do anything with. Nope, nothing here. Oh, ships, that's what I forgot. I forgot the trace evidence. Okay, let's go back to the lab for that trace evidence. Sometimes I want to go too fast and then I forget stuff. Let's see, trace analysis. Source link special? I have no idea if...
You can run that on the chemical
chemical
analyzer.
analyzer. Thank you for telling me. I have... exit. I have the blood I need to test. Let's check it against the blood found on the keys. Hey guys, you see this? It's not the same blood. Wait, blood from shirt, blood on Nathan Ackerman's shoe, semen from victim's body. So the blood, ooh.
Well, looks like the prospective
We got a
bride and
match,
groom
guys.
had their prelim honeymoon
I
on
love
the
this
desk.
show. Cheers, bud. I love CSI as well. I have many of the seasons on DVD. I always watched it when it was on TV. And I have 5 of the PC games, 1 PlayStation 2 and 1 Wii version. So, but I've never really can remember finishing any of those games. So, I got myself a new job to do. And now I can stream it, which is fun as well. What did he say? I had to use a chemical analysis. Found it. Click. Drag evidence here. Drag. Search. What did we find on the table?
Methamphetamine powder, aka
I wasn't a
speed,
fan of
crank,
Mayhem.
chalk, or goes by any other name. Meth interferes with the brain's neurotransmitters. It affects the brain and spinal cord. They used to use it for diet pills and nasal decongestants, but today it puts the rec in recreational drug.
I wasn't a fan of Miami, but I loved the other two. My favorite was CSI New York. Then CSI and at last Miami for some reason. I have the least seasons of Miami as well because I couldn't really get into it. I don't know why. I think compared to the other two shows, things seem too simple or something. I only ever played the one that was on Xbox. See, I don't have an Xbox, so I have no idea about which game it would be. I did share a link to my of a picture of all my CSI games a few days ago on Twitter. What do we have? We found meth, we found semen. Oh my god, Does Brass have something for me? I don't know what to do at this moment. I'm a little bit lost. Can you search for the suspected murder weapon?
So you think that hawk sculpture might be the murder weapon, huh? I'll get my boys to start searching for it immediately. Check back later.
Can I get a warrant for Mark Stock?
We have a hostile person who claims he wasn't there, but he has the Vic's blood on him. Let's talk.
Ooh. Let me check which games I have. I can't see the chat for a second because I'm checking my picture. I have 3 Dimensions of Murder, the one we're playing right now on PC. I have it for PlayStation 2 as well. For the Wii I have CSI Hard Evidence. And for the PC I have CSI Criminal Scene Investigation, the first one. Then Dark Motives, CSI Miami, and CSI New York, the game. And then of course the one we're playing right now, but that's kind of obvious. Fandangly, good afternoon, thank you for joining. We've just reached the husband of the murder victim. He said he didn't do it, but he has her blood on his shirt, so we're going to check with him. I generally had no idea there were so many games. I think there are a few more, 1 or 2 more, but I'm missing a few. A friend of mine recently shared a link, and I think he had 6 or 7 different PC games, and I have 5. And then 1 on the Wii, so I have 6 different ones. But yeah, and you know, this game is also it's not only made by Ubisoft, but also by Telltale Games, the ones you probably know from the Walking Dead series. Okay, let's talk with this guy. Why is the victim's blood on your clothes?
I had her blood on my clothes plenty of times. Rachel had rhinoplasty a few years ago. Since then, she's had trouble with nosebleeds. She had one just before we went to the gallery. I noticed it. I changed my shirt before we left.
Well, my backlog just got longer. Whoops. Well, I do hope you enjoyed the games. Maybe you can stream some and we can watch with you when you're playing. Tell us more about these tickets Rachel bought.
Alright. After our cool down in the back room, we got into another argument. She started all romantic and sweet and surprised me with these theater tickets to the most expensive show in town. That Canadian chick who sings real high and all. But I told Rach I couldn't blow off my buddies who've been planning this big bachelor party for me. She was so pissed. What do you want to see naked women for when you have me? I said, Rach, it's not a sex thing. It's a guy thing. I got to spend my last night of freedom with them. That set her off again, but I wasn't having any. I just stormed out of there.
Stormed out?
Sorry.
Well, I thought you kept your cool these days.
I did keep my cool. That's how I kept it, by just walking away. What I hate is that it ended like that we parted on that nasty note.
Stormed out? Well, I thought you kept your cool these days.
I may even do that, even my stream backlog is getting longer. Well, at least you don't have to worry about spending your time in a good way then. I'm sorry I had to laugh when he said the Canadian chick who sings real high. I don't think they got permission to say Celine Dion in this game. That's the problem, too many games and not enough time, yes. Well, because I was very anxious when I started streaming, these days I'm a little bit better here. But the first few times I streamed, I had sweaty hands, elevated heart rate. I really was that seriously anxious about it. And I started out with games that were easy paced, because with my disability, I can't do all I want, so I have to find something that suits my hands and my ADHD. It's a good problem to have. Yep, that's very true. Well, you can better play games and do drugs or something, I always say. Let's see, can you provide proof where you were at 5:30?
Sure, sort of. I was on the highway, busting ass getting to my pals waiting for me downtown, so I can't prove it, but they'll verify when I showed up.
He claims he left Rachel around 5:15 to meet his friends at 6. Can I do something with this? No. Did you and Rachel have sex in the gallery?
How did you know that?
We found evidence of your semen inside of her.
Oh, Rachel had a predictable habit. Whenever she got really mad, she wanted to work it off. The fact that Ackerman left us alone, it just made things happen faster. It was the one thing that made her temper bearable. The makeup sex.
Mr. Stock, for a guy who suffered a blow like this, frankly, you seem kind of, clinical about your late fiancée.
I'll do my grieving my own way, pal. But I'm sure you'll find out about this anyway. I was on the verge of calling it off. The whole shooting match. Relationship, wedding, whole deal. Great sex is not enough for all this stress. Rachel was turning into an out-of-control, unreasonable nutcase of self-involved vanity. But I still loved her.
Sure, Van Langley, you can ask where I'm from. I'm not from Germany, though I live about 15 kilometers from the border. I'm Dutch. I'm from the Netherlands. I know some German. Ich kann ein bisschen Deutsch reden, aber mein English ist besser. No worries. I guess it's my accent that gives me away a bit. Let's see. Did you and Rachel do any math? I thought that was math. I was like, why would they do calculus there? But math.
No, I don't do that crap. Neither did Rachel. She had a lot of vices, but not that junk.
Ich kann ein bisschen Deutsch sprechen. Haha, ich auch. Me too. As a kid, I went to Germany on vacation a lot, so my German isn't 100% as it should be, but it's good enough to read a bit, write a bit, understand it while talking. My English is way better though. Not as good as my Dutch, because that's of course my normal language.
I can't tell you more than I know.
Okay. We got the shredded letter. We got the alibi testimony. So let's go to the Morse lab, because I'm thinking that shredded letter is gonna be a puzzle for us to do. Though I have no idea. Document photos. Oh, I thought it was gonna be a puzzle. I like all the different languages, even if I can't speak them all very well. No, I'm kind of the same. To be honest, when I would go on vacation, when I still had more money, with my ex together, when we would go on vacation and we would go to a country where they spoke another language besides English or German, I would always try to be polite in their language. The only language that I can't stand, though, I'm sorry, but it's French. French is not my friend. I can't say that I can't talk French in French, but still. Let's see, T1D, I can just about cope with English. Languages were never my strong point. I started with English when I was very young. I think I was 7 when in a library I went to get the English books. The children books. I remember having Beatrix Potter books at home. And before all this dubbing and synchronization stuff started on television shows, the cartoons, I'm from the generation that got the original English cartoons on TV with subtitles. So instead of hearing everything in Dutch, which is these days, I heard it in English and I read it in Dutch. So I think that helped me a little bit with my English. Plus about 95% of the books I read is English, and when I use subtitles for TV, I always try to get the English subs. I still think I have to do something with that shredder letter, but it's so annoying that I can't. And here we did everything. Maybe maybe I have to get the shredder letter. Wait, I have an epiphany.
We can work with that on the assembly table.
Oh, we have an assembly table. Where? I didn't even know we had an assembly table. Sorry. Okay. Okay, we have a puzzle, guys. Did I tell you I'm not good with puzzles? Oh man, with this resolution It's hard to see a lot. I think these days these games are way easier because your resolution is higher so you can see it better. Let's see. A friend told me that in Dutch, the phrase to describe when you're cold and your skin gets bumpy translates as ant nipples. Is that true, or was he putting my leg? Ant nipples. That sounds very Mierentieten. Well, literally, most people call it when you get that bumpy skin, we call it geese bumps. Goosebumps, yes. But there are some dialects where they indeed call it ant nipples, but it's more dialect than normal Dutch speak. So he was not really pulling a leg, but he was talking about a certain dialect where that's normal. I mean, normally we call a vacuum, we call a stofzuiger, but in some form of dialect they call it a hulbesem, which means a broom that makes a lot of noise. I often look back at games and think to myself, how on earth did I play this? Yes, that's what's going through me right now with this letter, because damn, it's hard to decipher this. I think I'm getting there. Is this here? Oh, I thought I had it.
So,
Oh.
the cooperative Mr. Ackerman is holding out again.
So yeah,
He'd been
ant
hit by a
nipples.
nasty lawsuit by
That's
the
a good
Vic.
one.
Maybe he pretended to mail his package, but instead waited for Mark to leave and went back into service as his client, stepping in the blood when he took his keys back.
It's hard to go back in times with games. There's many games that I remember thinking they looked amazing, but now I can't look at them anymore. Yeah, I think it's a little bit what happened with this game as well. Because it's a game from 2006. Who had heard of HD 4K 8K back in 2006? Man, we were still very happy with our first smartphones back then. But yeah, I think compared to what we had and what we have now, I think this still holds pretty well holds up, and I think I just have to use... Can I use a magnifying glass? I want to read this! The Curse of Progress, yes. I think I'm very spoiled now. I think we're all very spoiled. I mean, who would have thought 10 years ago that we'd have 4K gaming resolutions with pixels that you... I remember the first, when we played videos, they were a resolution of 800 by 600, and wow, only 640 by 480. 640 by 480, and now we have 4K and HK, and my god. Can I... Huh? How can it still be? Oh wait. Can I open this? Maybe somebody...
We've done all we can with that
Okay.
item.
It says we're done, but I didn't even get to read it. You gotta be kidding me. It didn't save when I was done with this? Seriously? I thought it should save when I'm done with the whole putting it back together again stuff. How do we know if this letter is important if we never really get to read it? Or don't we? Is it supposed to not be read? At least I'm quicker with this now. I can't do anything. Did you tape it? No, I didn't, but how? I don't have any tape or stuff. There should be tape. I remember when I first saw a game with more than one color, it was impressive. Yes, the first time I played King's Quest 4. I had a copy which I got from my nephews, and I played it on our monochrome screen, and then I went to their place and they had a color screen because they had some more money than we did. And I was like, this game has colors? It looks so different not being orange. Did I tape it? How can I tape it? I really want to fix this, but you can drag it to the mic. I can't click on anything. I'm not getting any evidence stuff. I really want to fix this, but I feel like something should happen when I'm done editing this letter together. But nope. Oh my god, I'm so bad with these games. That's why I'm better watching the TV show. I don't have to think, I just watch. But I can't use anything on this table. I can only say exit, reset. But why would I want to reset it? I already finished it. Ah, guys. I don't know what to do. I think it just said it was a lawsuit. Oh, did I chat through it? I'm sorry. Thank you so much for paying more attention than I was. Thank you. Let's see. Let's go to Brass. Maybe he has some stuff for me. Have you made any progress on finding the murder weapon? Ta-da.
You're in luck. One of our hawk-eyed detectives found your turkey in a dumpster by the gallery. It's got a broken beak and a few other surprises. Give it a close look.
On my turkey.
Hey Warwick, I could use an update on the art gallery homicide.
Sure. First, our new CSI is all over this thing. We've already got time of death and the murder weapon.
Not bad for your first night.
Yeah, well, let's not break our hand patting our back. We got miles to go before we sleep. Plenty of leads, but no firm suspects. Any ideas, Kath?
Sometimes the evidence we collect has more evidence on it. I suggest you give all your evidence another hard look. Murder weapon, especially. May find something key toward completing your trinity.
Okay, rookie. You heard the boss. Let's go back to square one with fresh eyes.
I used to watch so much of these, really takes me back. Yes, what I really like about this game is that they use the original voices of the actors. Sometimes you watch a show and you know all their voices and you know what they look like, and then they make a game of it and it's like they can't get the real actors to do the voice acting. I'm like, nope, that doesn't sound right. So I'm really happy that Telltale Games and Ubisoft got the real actors to do these voices. They said I had to check the murder weapon, but do I have to? Oh. Oh. Whoa. Swap, swap, swap.
Who's to say where this substance came from, since our murder weapon was found in that damn dumpster? Collect it, though. You never know. Till you know.
Okay. I have one more swap with something that looks like paint. Do I check the swaps? No. Can I search it here? Yep, I can.
Bingo. That custom paint from Patrick's brushes matches the paint on the murder weapon.
T1D, I love them too, Vandangly. I hope I say it right. I wanted to be Gil Grissom. I was really bummed when Gil stopped with CSI. The new guy who took over, he did his best and he had his own charm in a way, but I never could quite get into it without Gil. So I think the seasons I have on DVD, I think it's up until the last one gilded, and then I don't have them anymore. Also because money dried out after a while, unfortunately. The only CSI series I have completed is CSI New York, but I just love the New York. This is a common oil-based paint. Doesn't it look like the oil that we found the previous game session on the brush of the painter? Ooh. Have you watched any of Criminal Minds? And let's see, was it the guy who played Morpheus of the Matrix after all? I think it was, yes. I'm sorry to say this, I only remember him being a dark guy. But I think it was indeed the guy who played Morpheus. You're totally right. Have you watched Criminal Minds? I have several seasons on DVD. And my subscription of Amazon Prime informed me that they had added Criminal Minds. So I'm kind of binge watching. I've watched about 11 seasons now. There are 14 seasons online. So yes, I watched it and I watched them again. And I really like Criminal Minds. Sitting behind a PC, you always want to be like Penelope. I love, I think I've heard of it, T1D, but never seen it. Ooh. Well, Henpai, I know it's on the Dutch Amazon Prime. So maybe you have it as well? Maybe. I love those two. Me too. Do we have more stuff that we... Oh, that's... Maybe there's more to find on this bird? Can I turn it around more? No? Can I turn it around more this way? Didn't want to go this way. Why won't it rotate? I want to see the other side of the bird. I think we don't get to see all the sides of the bird, so maybe... I want to swap that beak. Often in dark areas. Okay. Why don't we get... Ah, that's the swap. Okay, I'm clicking on the blood. Why isn't it... Does it need a very specific place to click? Why isn't it swapping? Let's see. Spencer is my favorite. Rossi is like a sassy fairy godmother, so he's awesome too. My favorite. I don't really have a big favorite because they all have their charms to me. But I remember when I thought that Prentice died, I cried my heart out. So bad. Oh, why can't I swap this beak? Oh, I have to click about
So,
1.5
the perched
centimeter
predator
next
had
to
a
it. Okay.
feast for his last
Totally
supper.
average gamers.
Let's
UK.
test
Hello.
the blood to see what type
Hello
of
and
mammal was
welcome
on
to
the
this
menu.
show. At this moment, we're talking about CSI and other crime TV shows. The last one we were talking about was Criminal Minds. Henpai hasn't seen them yet, but maybe Henpai will like them when the time is right to watch. Let's see, T1D, Henpai, they're great. It's about the Behavioral Analysis Unit, the BAU at the FBI. They use behavior to catch serial killers. Yes. Serial killers, rapists, child molesters. You name it, they got it. Okay, we got some blood, so we can analyze the blood now. Go back. Let's test this blood. it a match, guys? It looks like it.
Well, the blood on the beak is Rachel's.
I might have to give
and
them
the
a go
beak
then.
fits the wound, so we have our murder weapon. But who killed her?
Well, if you like crime series and you like a team working together with their own abilities to solve crimes, and you might be in for a good surprise. I hentai. Can I check more of the bird? Maybe there's fingerprints on the bird. T1D says hello, totally average gamers UK. And totally average gamers UK said T1D hello back. Woohoo! I was hoping that maybe I could find a bloody fingerprint or something, but I guess that's too much to ask. They said I'm not ready yet with the bird, but trying to find something on the bird is proving very difficult. Sounds right up my alley then. Also, hi, totally average gamers UK. Well, I hope you can give it a go. I hope you will really like it. Not that you go, oh my god, why did they recommend the show to me? Possibly an unpopular opinion, but I refer Rossi to Gideon. I'm not sure if it's really unpopular, at least not in my eye. I think with Gideon he had a better chemistry with Spence for some reason, but Rossi is more like the huggable dude, in my opinion. Okay, I've turned this bird all the way. I've gone over with my mouse over it to try to find something. And I haven't found anything yet. So, it doesn't say we're done processing the bird. It only says we're done processing the first crime scene, the other scene is still not. And I know we got some tips from Catherine, but I've been chatting with you so much that...
I can't think of anything pertinent that I haven't already shared.
I thought the dude might have something to mention. Could the victim have had a nosebleed on the day of the murder?
The victim does have a blood clot in the nasal cavity and several patches of dried blood. Yes, I would say she recently had a bloody nose and no sign of trauma causing it.
Sec, I have to type a text. I just got a text from a friend and he doesn't know I'm streaming, so otherwise he will think, hey, she's not responding to me, something's wrong. Because I normally respond quickly enough. Does the hog statue match the head wound?
This is a match. This was the item used to bludgeon Rachel to death. The puncture wound is consistent with the hawk statue's beak. Plus, the fragment I recovered from the head wound matches the beak.
Okay. Anything
I've
more
got nothing
we can ask
new
it?
to
Nope.
report on the Vic.
Does Brush have something now for us? Oh, we can get a warrant. We can question a suspect again. Who do we want to go to? Let's try Mark Stock.
He's on
again.
his way to interrogation now.
Not sure if he can tell us anything new, but since we found some new evidence with Trace, maybe he can enlighten us a bit.
I can't tell you more than I know.
Nice to have this optioning game to make you think you're getting somewhere and then in the end you're getting nowhere. Okay. Ooh, this is difficult. Nathan Ackerman or Patrick Milton? I really don't trust that art gallery dude, but... Oh. Let's just try with Nathan Ackerman, just for fun. Oh, can I get search first?
Okay. Seeking evidence of the gallery owner's financial woes, which makes a good motive for murder. I know a judge I can call to open that safe.
Nice. Case file updated. Let's go back to that gallery studio thingy. I like a mystery puzzle games, but most of it often goes over my head. I feel you. I really feel you. I remember when these games just came out, there were guides on the internet, but it's not like, oh, we just YouTube it, because recording video back then was not casual as it is now. So I think that's why I didn't finish many of my CSI games, because I got stuck and I couldn't find the right answers on the internet back then. Let's see, they do feel very rewarding though when you get it right. Yes! I totally agree with you there. It's such a good feeling when you found that murder suspect.
Bank records. If Ackerman's got money trouble, they should tell us.
When you find that blood spot you've been looking for all the time. They are very rewarding indeed. Though when I played Sherlock Holmes on the PlayStation 4, I played The Devil's Daughter. They had some puzzles in there as well. And some of them I saw and I could do, and they were obvious. But some of the puzzles I tried to Google them, because I wanted to know the mechanics behind them. And I YouTubed the videos. I thought, oh, hey, they have their video on YouTube, so they must know how to solve it. I've tried 3 to 5 different videos of streamers who played this game. They all skipped the same puzzles that I had trouble with. So I have no idea how those puzzles should work still. And there's something else in the safe. Crap.
What's this? Another controlled substance? Look, I'm no longer a betting man, but if I was...
Location searched. Okay, let's go back to the lab. Chemical analysis machine. Skip. Oh, items. Oh. Search. Let's see what it is, guys and girls.
Well, well. These samples are the same stash as the other stuff we found. Maybe art isn't all that Mr. Ackerman's dealing.
Trinity updated.
How's it going?
Close, Kath. Real close. Rookie's done good so far. We just found more meth at the gallery.
That doesn't fit what Doc Robbins says about the Vic's tox screen. Negative on meth in her system. So it wasn't meth-infused rage, no matter what you found.
Good to know. Okay, Rook. Let's see how somebody just saying yes to drugs figures in.
Okay, so that means I go to press again, I think.
He's on his way to interrogation
yes,
now.
Yes, say now. Totally average gamers UK you ever played The Witness. It's a very good logical thinking puzzle game. Can't say that I've heard of it.
I can't tell you more than I know.
I'm so happy I can talk with this guy. He's so much to say. Can I get a warrant? Can I get a warrant to bring in Nathan Ackerman for a question?
He's on his way to interrogation now.
But I never heard about the witness. If I don't forget, I should Google it someday. But I still have all my CSI games to play. Ooh. Let's see, what can you tell us about your financials?
The Nathan Ackerman Fine Art Studio has thrived over the past 12 years I've been in business, and we've never been more vital. I'm even expanding my staff. The suggestion that we are anything other than financially sound is an insult.
Well, let me add some injury to that insult. This shredded document says Rachel Maddox was suing you for a breach of contract.
Perhaps I should have mentioned that. But really, such minor disagreements are common in a business of this nature.
We found powdered meth meth in your office. Let's see what he has to say about that.
All I can think of is that many of my clients are wealthy, and I'm dealing with artists constantly, and those are two classes of people who are known to use recreational drugs. Someone apparently used them in my back office without my knowledge.
Even though you keep it locked?
Did you know that the victim had intercourse in your office?
Well, if that's the case, it's a violation of my trust. I'd be lying if I said that those two weren't capable of such tasteless shenanigans, but it obviously didn't take place in my presence.
No, just in your gallery, in your back office. Is there anything else you neglected to mention?
Insults upon insult. I cooperate fully, and this is what I get.
Let's see, the chat has been going on while they were talking. I'm currently praying through it on stream. Oh, could be interesting to watch. I hope you will stream someday when I can watch you. It makes my brain hurt. Oh. Totally Average Gamers UK. I have been thinking about giving it a go. It was free on PS Plus, so I have it. I know it looks beautiful and quite challenging. Are you enjoying it? It was free on PS Plus? Did I miss it? Or what is it? Is it been a while ago before I had PS Plus? I don't think I have it. Yeah, that's how I got it. I am, but I'm a bit slow at getting the puzzles figured out. But I get there in the end. Well, that's the most important thing. It's not how fast you are, it's about finding what works, finding the mechanics that are needed. So I am by if you stream it when I can watch. I will add you to my stream list later. Let me write down your username before my bobbly unfocused brain forgets it. So, noted. I sometimes get brain fogs and forget stuff. Henpai will give you a follow and watch you if I can. That's okay, getting there in the end is what's important. Yep, that's what I said as well. Haha. Great minds think alike, right? Let's see. Explain the couple having sex and the meth in your office if it's always locked.
But it might be possible that Rachel and Mark brought that meth into my space. After all, if they were capable of semi-public fornication, what weren't they capable of?
Good point. Only we found drugs in your safe.
Maybe they found some way to get past the lock and planted those drugs in there to cause me difficulties. Rachel was suing me after all.
I'm afraid not. Toxicology on Rachel came up negative for meth.
Let's see. I've got to get going to get my stream ready, actually. Had a great time meeting and chatting with to you all. I'm sure I'll pop again and again. Well, T1D, you're very welcome to pop in, and when I can, I'll join your stream as well. It's very good if we can support each other with our streams. Cheers, Totally Average Gamers UK. Appreciate that. I'm going to be streaming tonight at 6 PM GMT, so that's around 7 our time. So okay. Thank you for letting me know. And nice to be in the UK because then I'm not asleep when people stream. Bye T1D. T1D, have fun. Catch you again. T1D, good luck with your stream. Was nice talking to you. Well, I have to say I'm really happy with chats like these while I'm streaming. It's so much more fun than playing alone. Let's question this guy some more. Perhaps you killed her to cover your sinking business. Ooh.
No, I'm getting back on my feet. It's a phase in the life of a successful business. Yes, I've stared bankruptcy in its foul face, but not because of any malfeasance or incompetence on my part. It's the unreliable lights of these artists, and Patrick Milton is the poster child of these irresponsible flakes. And since I am indeed filing Chapter 11, the threat of a lawsuit means nothing.
Maybe so, but that stash of meth means something. Like you're dealing, maybe?
I keep hearing you want to cooperate, Mr. Ackerman. That works better without lies.
I do not deal in drugs. That was a misguided effort on my part to buy a commodity that I could turn around and give to Patrick Milton in exchange for some of what I owed him, and make a sort of profit doing it. I had to keep him happy, because the money Rachel Maddox would pay for the wedding artwork would have gone a long way toward getting me out of this financial hole. Is that forthright enough for you?
But you didn't get art from Patrick, or money from Rachel. So you struck back at the both of them and grabbed that statue, killing two stones with one bird.
I killed no one. I mailed a package.
If you did, it wasn't at your regular shipping service, because nobody there remembers seeing you. We've even checked their surveillance tapes, and you aren't starring in them. You don't even make a cameo appearance.
Okay, last message. Well, cutscenes were busy. I am by awesome. Will stop by if I'm around. Cool. Sounds good. Yes, that's what I thought. Okay. Where were you at the time of the murder?
I do have an alibi. I really do. But it's rather embarrassing. You see, I was with my dreadful term, bookie. Here I am, a long-time Vegas resident, and I make the same mistake as the stupid tourist. I try to get ahead by betting. And what money I did have, I lost. As you probably already know, I am financially ruined. Finished. But I've said I'd cooperate, and I will. Here's the number to call to confirm.
Evidence collected. John Smith, bookie. Do you really think someone would call himself a bookie on a business card? Guess only in Vegas.
I
Anything
can't think
more?
of anything pertinent that I haven't already shared.
Nothing more. Did we get anything else new? Nope. Fernando, I was just thinking the same thing. Yes, I said only in Vegas, huh? Nathan Engelman's bank statement. Patrick on drugs. So I guess we have to try to talk to Patrick now? To talk about the drug use? Let's see if we can. Oh, let's first go with this. Can you check on the bookie alibi for Mr. Ackerman?
Ackerman's alibi checks. He was with his bookie, all right. But we got him on ice for holding and possibly dealing.
Okay. Let's try Mark's talk again.
He's on his way to interrogation now.
Because now we know a little bit more about the drugs, so maybe he can talk to us about that.
I can't tell you more than I know.
Or not. I don't really trust that husband, almost husband dude.
You've got some good evidence on Patrick. I can call a judge and get a search warrant to cover anything with paint on it. Is that wide enough of a brush for you?
Okay, so we got a new look. We can go back to this location. Go to the artist studio. Let's see if there's something there to find for us. Has Nathan Ackerman ever mentioned any financial problems to you?
Suppose there's no way of avoiding this. Why I should want to protect that son of a bitch Ackerman, I'll never know. Call it misguided loyalty, but anyway, financial problems is an understatement. He owes me thousands, and over these past 6 months or so, he's come up with some, shall we say, unconventional ways of reimbursing me when cash wasn't handy.
How was he trying to reimburse you?
Well, he offered me his second car, a big screen television from his former rec room, any number of nice, but honestly second-hand items. I took a few of these offers just to help out, but Nathan's still into me for, well, let's just say the notion of him suing me is amusing. I know he often accepts cash payments from clients, for reasons you could probably guess, detectives that you are. If not, ask the IRS. Sometimes he's had enough cash in that safe of his to paper those gallery walls.
What safe are you talking about?
Oh, it's in his back office / stock room. Keeps documents, sales records, and so on in there, I believe.
Well, with cash in that safe, maybe you broke in to claim it was yours. And Rachel Maddox just happened to be there, after hours. The very person you wanted to avoid.
Ridiculous! That's slander!
So sue me.
Okay. We have a warrant to search your studio.
That's outrageous! There's nothing here that has anything to do with your stupid investigation. You're violating my sanctuary.
Well, you're violating this warrant. Move.
But what about the paint traces found on that bird? The bird that they said is the murder weapon. It was the same traces as we got from the brush. Okay, let's go in.
So this is the famous painting in progress.
Okie dokie. Pop up. Evidence collected. Thank you.
A good idea to be thorough, but nothing's there. Now here's the statue our artist friend was finishing up the night before the wedding. The Vic had an ego, all right. I don't see any paint on her, though.
Okay, nothing. Nothing. Oh, a baggie. We like little baggies.
A suspicious bag of powder. Now this paints a whole new picture, doesn't it?
Yup. Is that the only thing to be found here? Yes.
A good idea to be thorough, but nothing's there.
Nope. Nothing under here? Nope. 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 I forgot about the puns in this. Yes, they're very good at it.
A good idea to be thorough, but nothing's there.
Well, if that guy offered it the TV from the rec room, why still use this thing?
A good idea to be thorough, but nothing's there.
That's a very sad looking bed. Oh. Tickets. Grabbing the tickets.
Killer tickets
I
for
do
the
love a good
hottest
fun,
show in
yes.
town, night of the murder. Boy, you're lucky when you land these.
I still think they still aren't able to say Celine Dion, because that was obviously the hottest thing in town they had when they made this game. Okay, I think I've checked everything now. Though it's not a red dot yet, so we're not complete here. But I can't find anything that lights up, because that was nothing. I just checked there. I think we have to go to the crime lab and investigate that bag of powder. If you have any ideas about what I'm forgetting or what we should do, please just drop the hint in the chat screen. I have my phone on, so I can read the chat screen while you're when you type it. I can be an ass sometimes and forget stuff, or just don't think about stuff.
There's more to be done with that item before we can process it.
Oh. Oh, that's a painting. I thought it was the bag of stuff.
Blue paint.
puns out of us.
But is it the blue paint?
Let's check it out. Is it deep blue paint? Search.
Paint from the art studio matches the murder weapon. Maybe Patrick tried to deliver that painting after all. He grabbed his own artwork and swung it hard.
Close. Do we have anything more? That's probably for the...
There's more to be done with that item before we can process it.
Okay. Ah. Powder. Finger brush, brusher powder, yes.
You'll want a different tool for that.
Ah. And also, Van Dandy is the best use of images.
Someday our prince will come, and this is it. Let's get this over to the lab.
We're already in the lab, Warren. Stay with us. Fingerprints. Fingerprint on ticket. Nathan Ackerman's fingerprints. Victims. Let's start with the victim. Haha, thanks. It was a loss, so this is what I came out. This really looks alike. Let's confirm if we can match it, right, guys and girls? Let's do this.
The print matches Rachel. Patrick Milton, having them in his possession, ties him directly to her.
Ooh. Warrant available from Brass. Look, that's good stuff. But we still haven't processed that baggie. I want to process everything before going to Brass. I have that baggie here. Let's search this. No worries, it's amazing.
This matches the same batch of meth from Ackerman. So it appears they have a distinct relationship. And it's not legal.
Okay. Now we got all the news we need. Let's go to Brass. Oh, Brass, sorry. Chat with him. Can I get a warrant, please? For Patrick Milton?
You could serve about 12 warrants on this bozo. He's coming down to the station now. And if he can talk his way out of this, he's a real artist.
Okie dokie, let's see. We might have solved the first case, guys. We know you killed Rachel Maddox. That's not a question.
You know no such thing. She was a client, and a rich one. She was a pain in the ass, sure, but I wouldn't kill the goose providing the golden eggs. Do I look that stupid?
The evidence says you do.
So I think you went down there to deliver the unfinished painting. Maybe you tried to pass it off as an artistic statement, but Rachel was having none of it. You see, the meth increased your normal rage, so you grabbed the nearest heavy object, ironically signing the murder with your own work. But the painting is oil-based, and you transferred blue paint to the Hawk. So you ditched the Hawk in a dumpster, but you kept the damaged painting, so it could support your story that you were still working while Rachel was being killed.
I wish this video would process better. I mean, my video card is decent enough.
And as for the wallet, you grabbed the cash and you dumped it. The tickets, I'm sure, were hidden in the cash. And when you noticed them, you tore them up. But you had no idea Rachel's fingerprints remained.
Do you have any idea, any notion at all, what it's like to be an artist? A true artist, and have to put up with the capitalistic needs of that pompous-ass Ackerman, reading me the riot act over the phone, that fool. He was the one who made me mad, really. Truly got my negative energies flowing. But when I came around to deliver that damn painting, who was waiting? All by herself. the lovely subject of my painting. And the painting, you've seen it yourself, it's a masterpiece. It can still use some finishing touches.
Only you gave the model, not the painting, the finishing touches, didn't you, Patrick?
The woman was a 14-karat bitch. She had the nerve to attack my painting, to criticize me. Face too bright, hair too dark, dress draped improperly, proportions all wrong. God, if I only had the courage to depict the inner her, the demon behind that beautiful face. She's lucky I didn't. She's lucky.
Well, she's also dead. She was your boss, Patrick. Night before her wedding, she had to chase you around for the artwork she commissioned. Ever think maybe she had a point?
Easy for you. Easy for you. You weren't there. You weren't the brunt of her verbal blows.
Yeah, but she was the brunt of your literal blows.
Fine. I did it. I rid the world of a monster, a shrill, unrelenting witch. I did her the favor of making her beauty live forever through my art, and the world a favor by ridding it of her inner ugliness. Satisfied? And now I'm tired. I need rest. I need peace. Some quiet. Time to contemplate and time alone to create my art. Thank you.
Well, you'll have plenty of time alone from here on out.
That was a fine first lesson in the art of crime scene investigation. Without the evidence you and Warwick uncovered, that was a masterpiece of murder that might have gone unsolved. Good job. Before we get back out into the field, let me review your case and give you your evaluation.
I had one hint, and
Great
I
work.
tried that already.
But asking for help cost you in your final evaluation. See if you can do as well without using any hints.
The hint didn't even help me. That's so unfair. The hint didn't even help me because I tried already what my hint was. It's unfair. Well, at least it says current ranking investigator, best ranking investigator. I'm not sure what the best ranking is for this game. Is prison dun dun dun. In prison. Reading the dun dun dun, I have to think about Law and Order. Ding ding. Every time that orange potato head in the States tweets again with Law and Order, I go dun dun. Oh, sorry, very bad puns. Okay, we just did pictures at an execution. Let's start first person shooter then. Load. Are you guys with me? I'd say you got the best result in that case, Justice.
Guess
yes.
what? We have another call. Welcome to the wonderful world of CSI. I'm still helping Grissom with the caseloads, and I need you to head out to the computer game trade show at the Spheres Convention Center. We have another possible homicide. Nick Stokes will be your partner. You like Nick. Everybody does. But behind that easygoing, low-key charm of his, you'll find one of the best crime scene investigators anywhere.
Ooh, we get to work with Nick this time. Cool. So, let's travel to the crime scene, guys and girls. Go to the game demo booth crime scene. Ready to travel? Woohoo! Another bad rendered movie. I wonder what it looks like on an old PC. If it looks better then. Gut Wrench 3.
Hey, I'm Nick. You into video games? Hope you like the shooting ones, because that's what we've got here. Vic took 3 hits, 2 in the torso, 1 between the eyes. Also, it's uncommonly warm in here. Feels like around 90 degrees. Not normal for a showroom floor with electronics. So, let's see what we can learn.
If you have enough electronics, you get enough heat, Nick. Running a few PCs will get you some warm hair.
I've heard of life imitating art, but this is taking it a little too far. Can't be a coincidence that our Vic's body was found in the same posture as the guy on the poster.
Yep, we got a picture.
M4 assault rifle. You can do a lot of killing with this baby, but unless you're well trained with it, it's not exactly a good close-range defensive weapon.
Let's put this in a bag.
Here we have an empty mag and chamber, and no GSR, so this puppy hasn't barked in a while. Also, its barrel has been modified. It couldn't fire real bullets if it wanted to.
So it's just a prop then. Okay.
The blood pool under the victim is smudged, indicating the body was dragged to this spot, probably posed.
Yeah, I still want to collect some of that blood though.
This needs attention ASAP. Let's use the mobile analysis unit.
We have a mobile one? Cool. Let's do this ASAP then. If you tell me so. Don't have to tell me twice. I think GMC has somehow sponsored this game a bit. You think? You can zoom in on this logo. I'm definitely thinking GMC has sponsored it. Okay, what do we have? Person, microscope, DNA analysis computer. Let's run this blood step. So we got the victim's DNA. We can search, maybe it's a known victim. Nope, not even close. With all the blues instead of yellows. More blues. More blue. More blue. All blue, so we don't have a match. Okay, let's go back to the victim then. Okay. Evidence collected. Can we take a picture of this as well?
I'm not a medical examiner, but this looks like a handgun shot at close range. You should check for gunshot residue to be sure, but I'll bet you already knew that. From now on, I'll put any GSR samples we recover in a place where we can both access it.
And that is? You're gonna tell me, okay.
Not the right tool for this.
Sticky stuffy. This time? That's time to do his head, okay. Close. Nothing with his hands. Something on his trousers maybe. Nothing with his shoes. Okay, nothing more to be... Nothing more lights up. Let's go check the other blood. And the GSR. Looks like it's both the victim's blood.
Blood on the floor is Everston's, suggesting he was shot inside that demo room.
Okay, we got that. Chemical analysis.
We've done all we can do with that item.
Oh, we done? Can we do something with the picture? Probably not. We don't really have somewhere to work with the gun, right? Trace analysis. Comparison microscope. Okay. Let's go to the dock to get the body to the lab. Because I think you have to talk to him to get the body. Can you recover the body?
There's more to be done with the body at the crime scene. Make sure you've collected all evidence on the body itself and taken any photos nearby.
I tried. mouse to do. I'd like to take pictures, but then should get an evidence thingy near him and I'm not getting it. Okay, if anybody knows what I have to do.
With high-end speakers like this, if the audio is cranked, a gunshot could easily be covered up.
Look, now it's giving me an evidence against the... Now that I can use it.
You know, I'll play just about any kind of video game, but I think I'll pass on this sucker. I see enough carnage on the job.
I'm not really into shooters as well, mainly because I just can't aim. But it tells me to take pictures, but I'm not getting any collection stuff. Am I doing something wrong then? Oh, let's just talk to her then. Maria Ninquin? I have no idea if I say it right. We're with the Las Vegas crime lab. What happened here?
I have no idea. All I can say is Stan was like this when I found him. All shot up, bloody, horrible.
Do you know the victim?
Know him? Yeah, he's my boss. Was my boss. That's Stan Everston, the executive producer of our company, LZP. We're a gaming company, as you probably figured out. This is a demo room for the trade show attendees. We're showing our new game, Gut Wrench 3.
What do you do for the company?
Marketing director is the title. But the truth is, I'm kind of a jack of all trades. I put it all together, from packaging input to rolling this out to retailers and the public. You wear a lot of hats in the gaming industry.
When did you last see Stan alive?
Well, last night, we set the booth up together. Or anyway, until I got burned out and was past the point of productivity. I bailed around 10:30.
Where did you go afterwards?
I should have gone back to my hotel and into the jacuzzi and then bed. But hey, one of the perks of doing a trade show in Vegas is Vegas, right? Lots of big parties hosted by the game companies. By the time I got back to the hotel, oh god, it must have been way after midnight. Maybe, let me think, 2:15?
Was there anyone else over here when you left?
Sure. Andy Penmore, the lead programmer.
Case file updated. Did you notice anything unusual when you left?
Well, the video game industry is inherently unusual. So that's a tougher one than it sounds. The ego, the testosterone in this little demo chamber. Could have sliced it and sold it for bacon. Stan didn't like to argue with Andy. Andy's too smart. Got a wit and edge that'll cut you. Which is why Stan takes it out on me, usually. I mean, took it out on me.
Do you know where the programmer is?
Maybe in the room he and Stan are sharing? They were sharing. Damn, this is gonna be hard to get used to. Stan is, like, really gone, isn't he? Gonna take some time to process that. But yeah, you should try his hotel room.
What is this booth set up for?
We're here to showcase Gut Wrench 3. You come to these trade shows hoping to generate some major buzz in the gaming press. A game is a product. Like a candy bar you want to convince customers to take a bite out of. Actually, it's more than that. You want them to crave that candy, right? So we're showing retailers what we've come up with in a setting where they can get lost in the game. I spent 6 months on the pre-hype, and with a top-selling, established game franchise, hey, the next Gut Wrench is the most anticipated title in years.
What is the game about?
Gut Wrench 3 is going to change the face of first-person shooters forever. The new dynamic incapacitation system and improved spatter physics has taken this franchise to a level of realism that was impossible when Gut Wrench 1 launched. We're the best first-person shooter on the market.
Has the game been released to the public?
No, we're a few weeks away. Truth is, we already have commitments from most of the retailers here. Our primary goal now is to generate buzz, to encourage buyers to up their orders. Trouble is, we still have critical bugs to fix. And with Stan gone, who knows if we'll make the launch date.
Why is it so hot in here?
I have no idea. It's not supposed to be this hot. Maybe somebody played with our AC setting.
Were the speakers on when you found the body?
Oh yeah, so loud. You couldn't hear yourself think, even from a distance.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's check the AC then.
Looks like this area is clean. Way to be thorough. Funky characters. Kinda doubt you'd find these two walking around inside some ultraviolet game. Wonder how this t-shirt was ripped.
Fuzzy and Bill. How cute.
Looks like this area is clean. Way to be thorough. Looks like a display case for weapons. Heavy-duty weapons. I bet these are all used in the game somehow.
Yeah, but we're missing some bits. This is the assault rifle. But where is the grenade? Where is whatever was supposed to be in here? Can't go anywhere that way? No. Yeah, let's try him. Nope. Let's rob him from his wallet, guys.
Yep, the ID confirms this is Stan Everston.
Like we didn't believe the girl. Huh? Anything to do with it? No, not ready. Okay. Can't do anything with this. Let's see if we can get him to the morgue now, because I've tried my mouse all over the dude. We got his wallet. We got a picture. Are we done?
Sure. I'll send a team right out.
Okay, guys and girls, it's time for me to take a break. Go and relax a little bit. I'll probably be streaming this again tonight after dinner time. I'm aiming to go on at 6 PM CET, so European May time. We're an hour ahead of the people in the UK. So if you're in the UK and you want to watch some more, I'll be probably on around 5 PM for you guys and girls. Thank you very much for joining. I had a really good time in chat today. It was fun talking about all those crime shows that I really like to do. Thank you very much. Have a very nice day and a good time to all. Stay safe out there.